Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's beauty blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this video. This is part one of my new device routine that I will be focusing on probably beyond the month of December, but I'm not sure because I may join the Microcurrent challenge in January with Jane Mann if it's at a decent price, so my device routine may change from that. But for the month of December, this is what we will be focusing on. So I am going to be performing red LED light therapy, and I was going to do it in the mornings, but I'm going to switch it up to doing it back in the evenings. It's just a lot easier for me with my schedule. So we're going to perform my LED light therapy. I'm going to be continuing to use the Maysama mask, and I'll use my panel for those days where I don't want the mask to touch on my skin, just depending on the treatment that I do. Like if I do any micro channeling, I usually like to go for my panel versus the mask, and just to continue to test these. Now, I'm going to be doing my LED light therapy 5 days a week, and then we're going to do microcurrent 3 days a week. So on Sundays, which is usually the best day for me to perform a long microcurrent treatment, I am going to be performing my long microcurrent treatment with the Jane Mann Lft Professional microcurrent unit. I love this one for a very long treatment, so this is the one that I'm going to pick. I don't have to worry about starting and stopping it. It's just fabulous. And this is what I like to use for when I'm doing the holds. And tonight's going to be about performing those holds, but I will go around on that P1 program and use the metal connectors to work in my fine lines and wrinkles, which I mean, I honestly can't see any right now. After doing that peel yesterday, it just really gave my skin a really nice reset. And this area over here where I have my scarring and the glycation and the fine lines and wrinkles, I mean, this has been looking so much better than what it did before. But and then one night a week, I'll do a fascia massage with the gloves using the special edition. We'll do a short lifting with this one. And then I'll do some Pico toner treatments too on my next one. So I'll be using all three of these devices. If you watched my last video that I put up, I mentioned that I was going to start my new device routine rotating these in, and that's what we're going to do. Now, with the Pico toner, I'll get into some other treatments. Maybe I'll use the facial toning patches, or I'll go in with the infinity probes with the Pico toner. So we'll use a bunch of attachments. And I just pray that I can stick to this schedule and be on point with you guys. So I'm not going to film all these treatments for the whole month of December. I'll pop on once in a while, but for this first week, I'm going to try to focus on filming the first routine. And then if I change up the routine of that particular device that I'm using, like say for instance, the Pico toner, I'll be using that with other attachments, not with the gloves or the lift. I will use that with like the pads, the infinity probes, and we'll go from there with that. Okay, so I hope that this sounds interesting to you. I have already cleansed my skin. I cleansed my skin with the Prequil cleanser, and I'm going to go in with my treatment Peptides. It's going to be Elastin, Procol, and Peptide Repair. Now, I'm going to be using the Zip Silver Conductive Gel. I need to use these Zip Conductive Gels because they are almost a year old, and I really need to start getting through them. So by the way, I forgot to have you guys look at my skin. My skin looks and feels so good. Don't mind me, I'm really tired. I started my monthly friend this morning and I have been so lazy all day, not wanting to do anything. I've been having some cramping. I went in and did my block therapy a few minutes ago. I finished it up. and I feel so much better. When I am on my monthly friend, I have to make sure that I block within my core and in my pelvis. It really helps with my monthly friend, the cramping that I get, and also it helps with your flow, and it shortens the amount of time that my monthly friend is here because we don't want it to visit for too long. So I did block therapy, and for the whole month of December, I'm going to try to get on the habit of being very consistent and doing my block therapy every day. I just get into these periods where I just get lazy and I don't want to perform it. I don't know, sometimes you feel that way, and because it's like, sometimes you want to get in like, a really good workout where you want to sweat and stuff, but I'm going to try to do both. So the month of December is going to be about like really getting my health back on track. This is Pepti Pro Call, by the way. Getting my health back on track before the new year, making better choices, mentally, physically, emotionally, and for my skin, getting it all healthy and everything again. And I have noticed such a big difference in my skin. I was noticing it looking at my skin this morning when I woke up, and I was like, oh wow, it looks so good after that peel. It feels so smooth. My pores are just like, it totally minimized my pores. So good. Love, love, love. I really love these Neova products. They're doing amazing things for my skin. I will say that my chest here, I didn't do the peel on my chest, and I did not do it on my neck. Now, with the incorporating and being consistent with my LED light therapy and the Neova products, it has eliminated a lot of the rough texture that I had on my chest before. And my chest doesn't look as red as what it was before, and it's evening out in the skin tone. It's getting rid of that sun damage that I have here, and I love it. Like, I can't even remember the last time my chest was this smooth with no rough skin or bumpies. It just feels so good, and it looks so good too. And by me blocking in here and focusing up, working in this area, it's like you can't even tell that I have chest wrinkles from sleeping on my side. So what I'm doing right now with the skincare that I'm using, block therapy, LED light therapy, it is working. It is working, and I'm so in love. So I'm going to go in with Pepti Repair. And of course, always Victoria D and Peptis. I love my Peptis. I don't even have to mention that anymore. I mean, you guys know I love Victoria D. These are so amazing for the skin. They keep me looking young. Because normally every year, I remember, like, since I turned 42, it's like every year I would get a new wrinkle. And so far at 47, I haven't gotten any new wrinkles, and I'm really seeing my wrinkles look less apparent, especially those deeper ones that I have. Like, I have some deep ones right in through here and right in through here, and they just look less apparent, which is awesome. And now my chest. And it's funny because, with the Enduro neck piece, I wasn't really seeing that great of results with it, but ever since I started being consistent with my Maysama LED light devices, whether it be the panel or the neck and deck piece, and using that pulsed LED light therapy, I really see a difference in my neck and my chest and in my face. And I'm sure you guys see it too, and I'm transparent. I show you guys everything that I use on my skin. I pretty much film, any treatment that I'm gonna do on my skin. I don't do anything behind the scenes, and when I do, I let you guys know. Okay, so that's it for the Peptis. We're gonna let those penetrate for a minute, and then I'm going to set up my Jane Mann Lft while that's doing that. So I am going to plug in. We're going to use 2 lifts for this, by the way, to help make this a shorter video. So I'm going to plug both my lifts in. So I have the one with the shorter cable, and I have one with the longer connector. The shorter cables are newer as of last year. Okay, we're getting all mixed up here. Okay, where is this one? Okay, so I'm going to plug my accessory cable here. And what I did for my other lift with the long cable, you can buy a shorter connector cable from Neurotris, but just remember when you purchase things from Neurotris, make sure you purchase, you know, more than one thing because the shipping is expensive, just so you know. But I just put a hair clip, one of those tiny hair clips around it, just to help with the length. So that really helps. Sorry, I'm so tired. I don't feel so hot today, and I was like, ugh. At first I was like, I really don't feel like doing microcurrent, but I'm forcing myself to because I know it's gonna make me feel good. And one thing that I love, I'm going in with the Maysama AOX Hydrating Mist, and I'm just gonna work this into my skin for the LED light therapy. One thing that I love about the Neurotris microcurrent devices is that you really, like, the energy feels really good. It makes you feel really good, where other microcurrent devices, you don't feel good. You don't feel that feel good energy after. Well, Neurotris, you feel good after you use them. I noticed a big difference in the way I feel. So I know this is going to make me feel really, really good. Okay, so now we're going to go in with my Maysama Serum Light. And put this on. And we're gonna start our red light therapy off with the 1 minute of the static red and near. And then we'll go into the 6 minutes pulsed. Now, I just got a shipping notification from UPS, and my Neova order that I ordered directly from Neova is going to be here tomorrow. So that is my dual matrix serum. That's the one with the DNA repair enzymes and the HPR. And then that's my other, I ordered another pure copper mask, and then I ordered another body repair. So that's going to be here tomorrow. So probably for my next microcurrent treatment night with one of the other units, I'm going to jump on and do my updated skincare routine in the evening, or maybe I'll just do a separate video for that because I want to try that serum and start working it into my routine right away. So let me hook up the prana controller. And then here's the neck to chest. It's kind of nice having that black tape on it because then I know which one's the neck and chest piece now. Okay, so I'll do this. I'll turn it on red and near, and then I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. So 1 minute. Looks like it. It's kind of hard to see. So everything's so bright. Okay, so I'm going to do my LED light therapy. So again, we're going to do 1 minute of the consecutive, and then I'm going to do 6 minutes of the pulsed. So I will go off camera for the rest of this treatment so I don't bore you guys with it. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back because I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So I want to talk to you about the zip. So Zip has been making a big deal lately about how you charge your Zip and how you use it and clean it, okay? Which I find very interesting, and I'm just wondering if they're going to try to work this into being something to where they may try to say because of the way you clean your device or you charge your device, is the reason why it's failing. So they're recommending that you only charge it with the cord that is provided. Okay, they said that this is the only cord that is compatible with your zip. Now, here's the thing, is I've always charged my zip with the cord that comes with it. I've never charged it with another device cord. Okay, now here's where I think they're having issues where people are charging it, is your blocks that you use. My suggestion is with any of your devices, never put them in a supercharging wall block. Always use a non-supercharging wall block, okay? If you use a supercharging wall block, yes, it can blow up your device, okay? Just so you know, never plug any device that is not meant to be supercharged. Usually the ones with the larger batteries, like your iPads, come with a supercharger. Never charge your devices in a supercharger, okay? So there's that. And they're saying, do not wipe your zip down with a damp cloth because water can get into the probes and here in the silver top and the charging port. Now, they want you to clean your zip with a dry Kleenex, but that doesn't get the gel off. You have to go in here and clean. So I wipe mine down with a very damp cloth to remove the gel. And then I go over it with a cavi wipe, okay? My cavi wipes aren't damp to where water is going to seep in here. But here's the thing. If they're worried about the water seeping in here or in here, but so can the gel, because if the gel gets on your hand, and the way that this is designed, because your hand is ultimately going to get into that gel and transfer onto the device. So there's some kind of things about that are kind of alarming. They also say don't charge your zip on a flammable surface, so that's kind of alarming too. Now, here, if you get gel or water in your port, you definitely don't want to get water in here, okay? Do not submerge this in water, but they said that, you know, you want to clean it out. I guess you would take like a Q-tip or something and clean it out. It's never happened to me, but it is just kind of alarming because I've been seeing them, you know, I've been getting emails. I got a text message. I've seen it on their Instagram. They brought it up. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys because it is kind of a bit alarming that they're now pointing that out instead of pointing it out in the very beginning. So I don't know where they're going with this, just to be honest with you. Now, I'm putting my guy away for a while because I'm not going to be using this for a while. I'm going back to what I really love, which is my Neurotris devices. So I should be finishing up with my treatment now. So here we go. It always gets hot in there when I talk. If I'm not talking, it doesn't get hot. Okay, so I'm just gonna set those off to the side now. Let's do some microcurrent, okay? All right, so let's go. I'm gonna go in with the Zip Silver Conductive Gel. This one is over a year old, and I noticed this one still smells okay. It's the golden gel that smells funny, and they sent that to me. I think it was like last year. It was like the end of December. They sent me the golden and the crystal gels for my 30-day zip challenge back in this last January. I barely even touched those. And just like this one, I know it's over a year old because I purchased this on my own. So let me go ahead and put this on all over. And I'm using this too because, you know, I have to use it. Plus, you know, it's got really good ingredients in it for like a treatment mask. When we're doing a long treatment, I don't want to have to worry about rehydrating my gel. And the zip gels work with the Pico toners. So still don't like that they raised the price of the silver gel to $79 from $59. That is crazy. Okay, so with your Neurotris units, you can use them on the center of your neck and you can use them on your chest. I recommend, using them. It's all up to you. Use it at your discretion. I use it. I like to use program P1 on the lift unit on my neck. That's working in the skin and the connective tissue. We're not going to be using it for connective tissue today. I like to use P2 on the center of my neck, and then I'll use the special edition, the P1, the fascia program on the center of my neck too, by the way. All right, so we're connected. Misha, stop it. She's like has anxiety right now and she's chewing on her feet. Okay, so I'm gonna go into P1 and I have to remember, since I have 2 attachments, I have to divide this up between the 2 units. So I think I'm gonna do like 50%. So let's try it. Now with this unit, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do P1 and I'm gonna start off on my chest. I'm gonna hold it out in front of me or have it set up in front of me so I could see it. And we're gonna hold each movement for 30 seconds, okay? So we're gonna do a vertical up, and then we're gonna do horizontal, okay? We're gonna do that cross hatching. So I love doing these movements or these holds, because it really gets the microcurrent into those tissues and hydrates them and prepares them for a really good lift. Now, this isn't about lifting and toning. This is all about treating the skin, treating those tissues, everything, using microcurrent and taking full advantage of it instead of just using it to lift and tone. I like to use microcurrent to work into the skin to stimulate the ATP, collagen and elastin, and also get the benefits of it hydrating the tissues, the microcirculation, bringing up blood flow and nutrition to the skin. So I moved over. So we're going to treat one more spot on the outside, okay? So again, I'm holding each one for 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to move out here. And when you do these holds, you can do it with your Pico toner. You can do it with your special edition too, but you just want to make sure you turn it down to a low percentage, because if you have it too high, it's going to be uncomfortable with the holds, because it's going to be focusing in on those fascia adhesions. But you do this on P2 and you can do these holds. They're amazing. I love them. Okay, that one we went a little bit over, but that's okay. And you just want to make sure that your lift probes do not touch each other. And I'm not for sure how long this treatment will take, because it's been quite a while since I performed a treatment like this. So, okay, now I'm going to move over. Now you won't feel this P1 program on the skin like you do like the lifting program, where you feel a flutter with that. I mean, you might feel a light flutter, just depending on how intense you have, how high you have your intensity, but you're not meant to feel this in the skin, okay? Like you might feel a little tap, okay? And then here, what we're going to do is we're going to switch and go horizontal. Just going to knock the chest right out, okay? So then I'm going to turn and go this way. So, and then I'm going to do all the way up on the outside, and then I'll go back and just do one in the center of the chest. So just depending on the length of your chest and how far you're treating, I'm treating to right on top, just right above my breast tissue will determine on how many placements you do. It could be just 2, it could just be 3. Okay, I'm gonna move up. If you hear noises, tonight is tomorrow's garbage day, so everybody's putting their garbage cans outside for garbage pickup tomorrow morning. Back to work tomorrow. Fun. It's like, I miss it, but I don't. Okay, now I'm just gonna take one, put the other one off to the side, and then I'm just gonna work my way up here. And you don't need to put any pressure on these. You can just hold them onto the skin. We're just really letting that current get in there and work its magic in the tissues. Okay, moving up. Okay. So I'm kind of wondering, now that, after tomorrow, like the shopping madness is going to be over with all the sales for, Black Friday. So I'm going to pop up here, and I'm wondering what's going to happen now if these companies are going to, come out with some last minute sales because maybe they didn't reach their goal that they intended for the month of November or for Black Friday. So it'll be very interesting to see what we have coming forth. So, okay, so now I'm gonna go vertical over my collarbones. So we'll do 2 areas, and I'm using the thumbs and the first row of fingers here. Okay. And then we're just going to move out here. I can feel a little tapping right here where the thumbs are on the skin with this. And then we're going to flip these and hold them horizontal just like this over the collarbone. Okay. And since it's longer this way, you cover the whole entire collarbone, so you don't need to worry about doing 2 other sections. Okay. And then we're going to move up horizontally and work the neck. Okay. Now hold one. I'm going to do 1 on each side. We'll do 2 spots here, and then I'll take 1 and work up the center of my neck. And then we'll do our vertical. Okay. Vertical. I mean, gosh, I don't know why I always do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go one here. Oops. Okay, and then one right here. What time is it? Okay, so it's about 3:50 p.m. I might have to finish. I'll have to wait because I'm supposed to feed Misha. I can't remember if I left the door open or not. Oh well. Okay, so now we're gonna go vertical like this and work our way out. Wait, sorry. So I have the thumbs right under, touching the skin too. So you just remember you don't want the probes to touch each other because they'll cancel out the current. Oops. Okay, move it out right here. So with this, treatment, I like to use the two Jane Mann Lft probes because as you see, we're doing all these holds, and if you just had one, it would take a very long time. Okay, so now we're gonna move out right here. And this way you can knock it out in half the time. Okay, now we're gonna go do our vertical holds here first. So I'm gonna work my way up the face vertically, and then we'll come back and do horizontally. Okay. One of my goals is with my skin during this month is to try to turn up the corners of my mouth. I've been noticing that they look quite downturned lately. And I did work in the fascia on my face and it did help, but I just have so much tension everywhere else that I need to release that I want to work that out. And then with me being consistent with my fascia release for the month of December, I'm hoping that I'll release enough tension to where I can go back to using the Aura Lift for January, starting January. Okay, I come over here and all 4 probes on the face, and I like to start out right at the lips. Okay, and then I'm gonna move right here. Yeah, got some of that conductive gel on my hand and it's making it hard for me to hold these on the face now. I'll have to wipe it off eventually. Okay, move out to here. Hopefully we get a really good lift this evening. It'll last me for a few days. I remember when I used to really focus on this unit and using it for these holds, my lift would hold for a whole week. But we'll see. I was more consistent with working my fascia everywhere back then too, versus what I have been. So I have one thumb underneath my eyes and one underneath my cheekbone. So it's mainly on the top of my cheekbone and one below it. Okay, move to the outer part of the cheek. And then we're gonna do the eyes. Okay, so thumbs on right underneath the eyebrow, first row of fingers on the under eye area. And it doesn't matter if you go horizontal or vertical first, just whichever you do is fine. Okay, move it to the outer part here. And then we're going to move up to the forehead. Okay. Forehead's just going to be 2 spots, not 3 across. Okay, here. So far, we're almost 20 minutes in. Okay, then after this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work our way up horizontal. Okay, so I come back here, 1 row below the jaw, 1 above. So we're gonna hold for 30 seconds. The lifting part of this is gonna be so fast. Now, I won't be using lift and tone on my neck or my chest. We're gonna just be lifting from the jawline up. Okay, tip the thumbs to the front, have the thumbs right on the chin, and then the first row of fingers right where the corners of your bottom of your lip is. Okay, then move up a little bit. Same thing, I'm gonna come right here at the back. And then we're going to tip the thumbs forward and have them over the lips. And the first row finger is right next to them, if that makes sense. Okay, tip forward just like this. Okay, move up to the back part of the cheek. Then we'll tip it forward again. I gotta make sure I keep my posture right. Gotta work on that. I have a tendency to slouch really easily when I make these videos, and I gotta stop that. Gotta sit up tall. Okay, tip forward. Almost done with this part. So we're 20 minutes in now. Okay, now I'm going to move up to the eyes here. Thumbs and the first row fingers right there. Thumbs at the beginning of the brow, first row fingers right at the peak of the brow. And then tilt back. And I'm using all of the fingers. I have the first row of fingers right at the end of my eyebrow, and then the rest on the back and my temples into my hairline. So just so you guys know, I just do, like a generalized microcurrent treatment. If you, want something that is tailored to you, and your skin specific needs, you can sign up for private lessons with Mai from Microcurrent Love. She'll teach you how to, perform microcurrent for your skin and lymphatic drainage for your skin and your concerns versus just you following along with a generalized routine like I perform here. So we went over 30 seconds. So I'm just going to move up to here on my forehead, right above my brows. And so if you want to get more out of your Pico toner, I would definitely recommend signing up for a class with her. I'm not quite sure how much the pricing is, but I have a couple of my followers that are currently doing private lessons with her, and they're signed up for her microfusion classes. I think it's called Sunday Fusion. So in order to take her Sunday classes with everybody, you have to, okay, we're going to tilt back here. You have to perform a one-on-one session with her first. So she also has the new 21-day essentials class too, which is very good. It's a little bit expensive, but I think it's like 25 or 26 videos that you get to keep and you can refer back to. So it goes in depth. So if you want to, invest in your microcurrent, if you want to take it to the next level and learn more of all the different ways and how you can use it for your skin, I would definitely recommend treating yourself to that. And just remember, it is all paid for, okay? So there is a fee for it, is what I'm saying. So okay, so now what I like to do with this P1 program is I like to take my connectors from the Anma Lft, and this you'll need negative over positive, and I like to take these and just go in wherever I have fine lines and wrinkles, and then just work this current into the skin. It really plumps up the fine lines and wrinkles very nicely. So anywhere where I have wrinkles, I'll just go in and treat those areas, the smile lines. I love to use it over my lips. My lips are dry. That Neova lip treatment, I'm not so sure how I feel about it. It doesn't seem like it's that moisturizing. I don't know, it's got a weird texture. But I haven't, honestly, I have not put on any lip stuff all day today. So that could be why my lips feel dry today. Just haven't thought about it really. So this is where I have a lot of my wrinkles that I'm concerned about because of the scarring. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time here than on the other side. Definitely over the lips. I like to use this directly on my lips too. Okay. Come over and work in between the brows on those 11s. And then work this right here in the bridge of my nose. As I do have a crinkle there, but it's not bad. I'll come over here, work the sides of my nose. Now, I just have this one little line right here on my forehead. I can feel this working in that fascia. It's honing in on it actually. So just a little bit. Okay, so then I'm going to work those crow's feet. And then here on the outside, I get expression lines. And then I generally like to take this all over my upper lid skin. So with this Jane Mann Professional Lift unit on this P1 program, it is, the program does work in your connective tissue, and you can slightly feel it hone in on fascia adhesions, but not like the special edition. That one is stronger and really hones in on the fascia adhesions more so than the professional lift unit did. So like what Jane was saying is they took that P1 program and they made it better. So that's why it's a special edition unit. Like if they would have come out with another unit, I probably would have purchased it. I'm not gonna lie, I love all three of my Neurotris devices. I love them and what they do for my skin, how they make me feel. So I don't regret any of my purchases with these units. So I think they're all fabulous. They all are unique in their own way. This just feels really good around my eyes. I'm gonna help clear out my sinuses. My eyes are just have been really sore lately from all my allergies and my sinuses. It didn't help when right before we went to Hawaii, my allergies cleared up, and then when we got off the plane from Hawaii, it's like there was something in the air where my allergies started up again. And then, okay, so that's all I'm gonna do today. Actually, we can do we can work on the chest with using one lift unit. And then you could go in and do these circles. I'm at one lift probe. And then you have the concentration. The current is stronger here when you use the thumbs, where when you just use the fingers on the lift, it's more spread out. So okay, and then you can take it and work it on your neck, just like this. So, oh, I gotta go feed the dog. Not dog, Misha. Okay, so I am gonna stop right here, and then I will be back for the lifting portion. I'm just going to go feed Misha. So for you guys, it'll only seem like I'm gone for a sec. So see ya. Okay, so now let's go into our lifting portion. And with this, we're gonna be using program P2, which is the lift and tone. And I'm gonna bump it up to, I'm gonna do 70%. So that will be 35% between the two probes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold each one for 90 seconds. So I'm gonna come up just like this on my neck, lift underneath my jaw, and then I'm gonna hold here, okay? We're gonna hold this for 90 seconds. And this is, I'm just gonna do these holds for lifting. I'm not gonna go in and do any extra work. And this shouldn't take that long at all because we are only doing these holds and we're holding each one for 90 seconds. I'm losing it. Since we spent a good amount of time really working in, oops, I was losing my slip here, working in the P1, our tissues will be all hydrated and really prepped for a good lift. And then also, doing the red LED light therapy right before too helps. So I actually gotta turn this down because it's too strong. So I'm gonna turn mine down to 60%. So, and then I did a minute and a half there, so I'm gonna tilt it forward. And actually, no, I forgot I don't do that with this one. So I'm gonna come up here and hold it right back here where my buccinator is. And then I'm gonna tip it forward after a minute and a half and hold over my lips to help treat the lip area. So it's beauty about these Jane Mann on the probes and the Neurotris. Beautiful microcurrent that you can just do these holds very easily and get such a spectacular lift. Okay. So a couple more seconds here. And we're going to tilt forward and take the thumbs over the lips and the first row of the fingers on the outside there. Holding. This is so relaxing. I'm ready for bed now. Okay, I'm gonna come up just like this. I think I lost track of the time. Hold over the cheekbone. So we're gonna do the back half first, and then we are going to do the first part of the cheek the same way. So now it's normal to feel something in the skin. You will feel a flutter sometimes. It's normal. If you feel anything that feels uncomfortable, then you want to definitely turn down that intensity. Okay. About 25 more seconds. I think I messed up on the timing on that last position. I think I only held it for a minute. That's okay. Okay, about 10 more seconds here. Oh, shorter. Okay, then what you're gonna do is come up just like this and then hold over the first part of the cheeks. You want to be careful with this too, of not having your intensity too high, because the probes do rest on that under eye, especially in this position. So you may feel it, and just be careful not to have it too high. So from here, we'll move up over the eyes. About 23 more seconds left. I am slouching again. Not good. Okay. All right. Okay. Just like we did then that horizontal hold for P1, we're doing the same thing. Here on P2, lift and tone. Right at the beginning of the brow where the tear duct is, and one row of the fingers at the peak of the brow. About 15 more seconds. Okay. Now we're going to tilt back. Okay. You can, do a little bit of lift right here if you want. Or hold. Lift and hold. And then I don't lift on my forehead, but we'll do 3 spots to help bring more lift into the eyes. If you want more lift in your eyes, then you can go ahead and go in and do some fine tuning if you want more lift. I'll do that fine tuning on when I jump on for either Tuesday or Wednesday for the next treatment. Okay. About 20 more seconds here. And then when we get to the forehead, we're only going to hold each spot for 30 seconds. Okay, so here we go. So I'm just going to take 1 row of fingers at my hairline and 1 in my scalp. I'm going to lift, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds here. And then I'm going to take 1 of the probes after this and just take it right at the center of my hairline here. Okay, then I'm going to go just like this, and I'm going to lift and hold. Okay, and then, you can go and, go like this over your skin if you want any additional lifting. Let's try doing that both. Look. All right, so I feel like we got a pretty good lift. What do you guys think? Look at all that circulation in my cheeks from this treatment. So I'm going to turn off my Jane Mann Professional Lift unit. And let's wipe off this gel and see what my skin looks like. That's a good circulation in my skin. That was a very successful treatment. Man, I really love these zip gels. I wish they weren't so dang expensive. They are on sale right now, but I just can't justify that price anymore. Okay, so here is my skin. I have a lot to work through. I'm not gonna buy any. I am not gonna buy any. I have so many of those that I have a lot left of the crystal gel, the golden gel, and just a little bit left of this silver gel. And then I also have their electrical complex. So I'm just not going to buy anymore. I think my skin looks so, so good. So good. Don't you guys think? You see like everything went up just like this? That was a very successful treatment. Yay! All right, guys, so that is it for this video. So I'm going to just go ahead and do some additional removing of this conductive gel, follow through with the rest of my skincare, and I'll be back soon for another treatment. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.